Hello everyone, so today this video I'm going to do mainly is about the day tour in China. So if you are coming here by yourself, like backpack style, or if you have a package tour already, but before or after you want to spend some day by yourself, I want to give you some day tour information and you can either book it through the hotel. Usually they have hospitality desk, or you also can book it from any travel agency locally. But I want to give you some information about usually the day tour, where you can go, and usually how the package could be and how much the price is. Before I'm talking about day tour, I also want to explain another thing that is I'm going to give more episodes such as Beijing, the highlights places you should go, where to go, things to do, or Shanghai or Xi'an, those major cities. So this is like the information covering most of cities in China, and this is like more like a day tour information. So I'm going to talk more details later in other episodes I want you to know. And actually, for every single group, my customer always asks me, Shanshan, so when is the best time to visit China? I have to say 2 seasons, springtime and autumn time. Well, I may mention it also in other episodes already, but anyhow, the months could be like May, June. The autumn time could be September, October, but try to avoid 2 big holidays in China. That means May 1st, the first week of May, and also the first week of October. May 1st is a big holiday to Chinese people, International Labor Day, and October 1st, the first week, it's National Day celebration to China. So people have been given about 5 days to 1 week, and then can you imagine about millions of people are traveling around in this country? So it's very, very crowded. Usually you have to elbow your way, I have to say. And China is still, the country with the biggest population. So I have to say, when you come here, no matter is truly summer or autumn or even winter time, you always can run into a lot of tourists, more than the other places you've been to, I have to say. And a lot of customers always tell me, oh, this is the most crowded situation I've ever met, or this is the most people I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. Well, the only thing I can say, welcome to China. You have to prepare for that, no matter when you are coming here. So anyhow, this I have a note here. This is like a list. I've got it from a friend of mine. Her English name is Jennifer. She's still working in China Travel Service. She's been working in this area for 10 years too. Actually, right now she's a tour operator. So I got this latest information from her for 2013. And I'm going to read out and let you know about what included for a date tour. There's also a price. This price is just something for you to, for you to check, like as a standard. The price could be, of course, cannot be finalized. Because if you come here like the busy season or best time or summer holiday time, the price could be up or lower. And also like another sample for you, like Guilin City, the Li River cruise is definitely one of the must you have to do there. And the water level, because the rainfall, or it could be the flood season. So the price could be different, all right? And don't worry, I'm going to put this list also in the comment down below. So you can check it after you watch this video, or anytime you also can check it. So the tour actually been divided into 2 types for day tour. One is a private day tour. What is private day tour? Private day tour, that means you are traveling with an English speaking guide, and all the entrance fee for all of the parks and places all being included, and lunch also being included. So you have a private guide and private car driver to drive you around. Another one is also for day tour. We call it a seat-in coach day tour. So that means, the tour bus will pick up several different hotels, different customers together around 8:30, something like that. And normally would return to the hotel around 5 p.m. This is just general information. And also included English speaking guide, entrance fee, and lunch. Another note I want you guys know, if you want to book this sitting coach day tour, This tour can be only booked in conjunction with other service like hotel booking or tour booking. Otherwise, an extra service charge of $30 per person will be applied. So, well, I'm going to talk city by city. So the first one is Beijing City, the capital city of China. Well, the private tour, day tour, like tour to Great Hall and main tombs with lunch, will be considered as a one-day tour. Because Great Hall is located outside of the town. How far away? Average about 70 kilometers away from downtown. So main tomb is also located outside of town in the same direction, but main tomb and Great Wall is still a distance. So that's the reason why main tombs and Great Wall always be arranged into the same day. So that means for that day tour, you're away from the downtown for a whole day. That price for Great Wall tour and main tombs is about it's about $90 per person. And if you do the city and coach tour for Great Wall and main tombs with lunch, one person charge you $33. Well, another day tour in Beijing, that is the downtown one, tour to Forbidden City, you know, the imperial palace for the emperors from Ming and Qing dynasties, and built in the Ming dynasty about 1421. And remember that very famous old movie winning a lot of Oscar, The Last Emperor, filmed there. Temple of Heaven and Tiananmen Square with lunch. So for this day tour in the city, in the downtown, the price for private day tour is $80 per person. And for city and coach day tour is $33 per person. That is major things in Beijing. Next city I'm going to talk is Xi'an. Xi'an is the most ancient capital city in this country, been built up as ancient capital city for about 13 dynasties, covering a span of 3,100 years. Of course, the highlight there, everybody knows it, Terracotta Warrior, right? So location of the city is in the center of China. So they also have choices. Number one, I'm going to talk, of course, Terracotta Warriors. So Terracotta Warriors is outside of the downtown for sure. It's about 50 to 60 kilometers away from downtown. So that is also a day outside of town. So tour to Terracotta Warriors, and also Banpo Neolithic Museum and the Big Wild Goose Pagoda with lunch. The price, one person is $105. Same tour, but for city and coach day tour, charge you about $80 per person. Well, they also have some city and coach for other choices, such as tour to Qianling Tomb Museum, Maoling Tomb, and Xianyang History Museum with lunch. The price is $105. Another day tour for city and coach, full day tour to Provincial Museum, Ancient City Wall, Bell Tower, and Stone Tablets Forest with lunch is $80. That mainly happen in the downtown. And they also have a half-day morning tour for city and coach to visit Ancient City Wall, Bell Tower, Stone Tablet Forest. That is $55. I have to say Xi'an because it truly has a lot of history background. It's like I always tell my people, like, if you want to see about what happened about 1,000 years ago in China, you definitely need to come to visit Xi'an. If you want to see what happened in the latest 700 years in this country, you have to go to the capital city, Beijing. And if you want to see the new China, what happened latest 20 years, you definitely need to visit Shanghai. So I think this sample can make you understand better about the difference among those cities, right? Another thing that is, I have to say, because Xi'an been built as capital city for so many old dynasties, that's the reason why there are huge